If you've been thinking about gardening and you don't know where to start, take this as your sign right now to start that garden. My name's Caitlin, I'm 32 years old and I'm a second-year gardener. Yep, you heard that right. I just started gardening last summer. It's currently 40 degrees in the state of Ohio here, and what am I doing on this fine Monday? But I am gardening, and you can be too. We still have about 5 or 6 weeks before our last frost here in Zone 6A. So like I said prior in this video, take this as your sign to start that garden this year. And I'm going to show you why. All of the plants that you see here, I literally started from seed less than 6 weeks ago. And luckily for you, gardening doesn't come with a rule book. You just have to find what works for you, but before you know it, you'll have some green thumb action going on. We were under a frost last night, so I did bring some of the plants in from the greenhouse, but they're loving this environment and they're thriving so well under these lights. I did start a tray of companion plants this year for my garden beds. I didn't do this last year, but they're great for pest control, so we're going to give them a shot. Gardening doesn't have to be hard, okay? It doesn't have to be complicated. Get yourself some seeds, pick up a 3-ring binder. I love this thing. Pick up a 3-ring binder and get yourself a little seed library started. Everything's organized. You have everything at your fingertips. These are literally just sports card sleeves that I bought to put these in, and it organizes everything nicely so you can actually see what you have on hand. So this is just a couple seed banks that I'd started with between last summer and now, and I'm still using last year's seeds as well for this year's harvest. Get some single cell trays. I love these things. You could find them on Amazon. They are so easy. You don't even have to buy these ones on Amazon. They even have these ones. They're made by Jiffy. They sell them at Walmart. These hold 72 cells. So you literally can start 72 plants, and these things are less than $7, like $6.42 or 47 cents for 72 plants. Once you have your seed trays, you are ready to go. I do personally prefer these ones, and I'm going to explain why. These are so easy because they are built to bottom water, so they feed the water through the bottom of the plant, so you're not worrying about drowning your seeds and not getting a taproot or a germination. So here's your little container. This is your little seed tray. It's going to come with a liner that's going to sit in your container, and this is what we're going to put the water in. You're going to put a little tiny bit of water at the base of this layer, and then put your cell tray into this. And the water is going to absorb through these little holes up through the bottom, so you don't have to worry about drowning the tops of your plants. And once your seeds are dropped, you're just going to put this dome lid on and set this on some heat, and this is going to create the perfect humidified environment to germinate those seeds successfully. So you can absolutely put soil in here to start your seeds, but if you're new to gardening, I'm going to put you onto these guys, and I'm going to tell you why I love them. These are rapid root starter plugs. You can get these on Amazon. They come in a 50-pack for like $18 or $19, and I absolutely love these, and they are dummy proof. Coco Coir, however you say it, the soil block. I love these. They come with the hole right on the top, so you just go ahead and you drop your seed, and it actually stops, so you can't sow it too deep with these. You don't have to worry about your seed being too deep and your soil being too compact to the point that your taproot won't actually sprout through your dirt. I also love these because you can't overwater them. They don't hold really any extra moisture. If it is, it's like a sponge, and you could just squeeze it out, so it's just enough to get a proper germination and just enough dampness for what our baby seeds need and our seedlings to sprout. These give me 100% germination. And before you know it, you're going to be looking a lot like this. And then you pot up and you start looking like this. And you're probably thinking, oh, Caitlin, why are you starting all this stuff indoors when you can directly sow it? I had so many people last year tell me when I was starting out, oh, you're starting your seeds too early. Don't be starting those inside. Just directly sow them, blah, 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 blah. Those were the same people that were waiting well into July and August for their first veggies and their first harvest off their plants. So essentially what I'm doing now is just getting a jump start on all this, so by the time they get in the ground, they're ready to give me the fruits of my labor. You don't need to be buying the overpriced plants from the big name stores. You don't even have to be buying the $2 overpriced seeds if you want to consider those overpriced. You literally can get online here. TikTok shop, Amazon, anywhere. They all have seed banks. Buy yourself a $20 seed bank, and it's going to come with so many different heirloom seeds and all kinds of different things that you can use to start your garden for literally next to nothing. It literally costs next to nothing to start your own food. I'm making this content so people can see that you don't need acres and acres of land to start your own food. Gardening doesn't come with a handbook or a rule book. The only mistake that you can make to gardening is to not even try at all. So grab those seeds, get that dirt, y'all, and before you know it, you're going to have plants just like these of your own to drop in the ground after your last frost.